What's going on, everybody? It's the man, the myth, the legend, the beast, and Brawlerz 16 here, and today we have 2K17. Today we're just gonna be taking a look at the different archetypes and the different and varying attributes and badges. And I know a lot of you are pretty concerned about this. I'm pretty concerned myself, but we're gonna go ahead and go through this together. We're gonna take a look at everything so you guys know what to do when the game comes out for you in a couple of hours. So first off, we're going to go ahead and go through the point guards. You got the playmaking variant, which his shooting stats aren't that bad. They're not the highest, but they seem pretty balanced down the middle. And then you have post scoring, which is extremely low, but you have high agility and playmaking, which more than makes up for it. Because if you're a point guard, you don't really need post scoring, strength, or rebounding. Your defending is pretty decent. And you see the 5 badges at the bottom. I hope we're not just limited to those, and I hope those aren't the only badges we can make gold, but we'll have to see. Now you have lockdown defender. You can't shoot worth shit. Shooting off dribble and 3-point is a 7, but you're defending, your agility and your strength is super high, so you'll be able to lock niggas up on the perimeter. Then you have some high rebounding, which is odd for a point guard, but we'll have to see how this plays out. You never know how these things play out with 2K. They're just trying to make a quick buck, because chances are we're going to be making more than one type of player. Now you have the slasher, his layups and dunks, his agility is super high. He has pretty high playmaking too, in strength and defending. High rebounding, but again, he can't shoot worth shit. So, this is going to be very interesting to see how, the zoning and how spacing on the floor goes, especially in Pro-Am and in the park. Seeing how we can't do everything anymore, we need to rely on other players to actually get shit done. And a lot of people like this. I think it's a pretty good idea, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. So, what do you guys think about, the limited amount of badges you can get too? As you see at the bottom, there's only 5 badges. We're going to move on to shot creator, but you see shooting off dribble super high, layups and dunks pretty good. So is your mid-range. Your 3 is actually decent for once, and your post scoring. You don't have a lot of rebounding or strength, which doesn't matter to, a point guard. So I think shot creator is the best so far. And then you got sharpshooter, which, everyone's probably going to choose sharpshooter. Maxed out 3, deep range, dead eye, limitless range, catch and shoot, mid range, dead eye, corner specialist. But you can't do any type of layups whatsoever, it seems, and that's gonna kill a lot of people in the park. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. This is very interesting if you're asking me. But that's pretty much it for that. And shooting guard's no different really. It's basically the same thing. You see shot creator and all that bullshit. So I mean, what I'm most concerned about are these upgradable badges. Are these the only badges we can get gold? Like, I really, really hope not, because if that's the case, then I don't know what I'm going to choose, but I'm going to have to take a risk for you guys, and I'm going to have to test this out myself before you guys go out there and, make a mistake or choose a player that you don't want to play with because he doesn't have the badge that you guys want. Alright, so moving on to the small forward position that has also been reinvented in 2K17. We got the slasher variant, posterizer, and relentless finisher, badges that I absolutely love. I don't know why the fuck I would want teardropper. I really hope that's not something that, I'm limited to. But you saw his stats are pretty good. Then you see shot creator, which if you're asking me, I think it's the best variant between point guards and shooting guards and even small forwards, because everything is so balanced, and the things that are low you don't really need. Low strength and rebounding, you don't really need that as a small forward. Maybe strength, but I mean, look at how balanced things are. Sharpshooter, you can't do any layups and dunks. Obviously you can shoot the ball pretty well, but the thing about small forward, you need to be able to get to the basket and cut from the corners to the basket and just slash and do dunks and stuff like that. Like, that's something that's needed as a small forward. You need to be able to do everything. And then you got the point forward, high agility, so he's gonna be fast and great playmaking. He can shoot pretty well. Low post scoring, but you don't really need it. Low strength and rebounding. So the point forward actually looks pretty dope as well. And then you got the lockdown defender, the niggas that strap people up on the perimeter. Like, I feel for you guys, man. You guys can't shoot, but you guys are very vital to teams, so you can lock down all those sharpshooters and whatnot. And then you got the post scorer, but I think it's just, honestly, I think it's a wasted variant. I mean, nobody wants to be a post scorer as a small forward. I don't know. It might be cheese. I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried post moves this year. And then you got the rebounding small forward, which is probably, actually, I take that back. Yeah, this is the most useless small forward position. Like, why do you need to be a rebounding small forward? Fuck knows. But last but not least, we have the center variants, and same thing's gonna be for small forward as well. You see on screen here, we got the post scorer variant. You got post scoring and strength, obviously. Layups and dunks are high up at a 20. Your rebounding's alright, and so is your defending. I wish it could be higher. I hope it can get higher than that, because if it can, then I might choose this variant. I love post moves. Then you got the glass cleaner, super high rebounding, super high strength, super high layups and dunks. Defending is also pretty high. Your playmaking is kind of low, so there's your 3-point shooting. But again, you're a fucking center, so you shouldn't be out on the perimeter. I mean, it's nice, but you don't need to be shooting too many shots. You know, his mid-range is also pretty decent. Now we have athletic finisher, layups and dunks, maximum potential, agility, maxed out. So I'm thinking Blake Griffin type guys, just so speedy and athletic, just putting their nuts on the back of your neck. It's going to be a very interesting position, you know. Obviously, you're going to be very offensive minded. You're not going to be shooting threes or not scoring from the post as often, but you have a decent mid-range and you can shoot off dribbles. So I think this is going to be a very, very interesting center position. I might go with this one. I haven't really decided myself. I mean, how are we supposed to know which is the best one? And then obviously, I hope you guys are keeping track of the badges at the bottom, because I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that means. I mean, why the fuck, as you see the stretch big here, why the fuck do I need deep range Deadeye as a center? Makes no fucking sense. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to play with these variants. I mean, 2K17, my bad. It's just doing too much for me right now, but it might all work out. I might actually end up enjoying this game more than I did the other ones. But now you have paint protector. Again, you can't shoot or score worth shit, but you got high agility, high strength, and high defending, high rebounding. Your playmaking's not that bad either. Your post scoring is actually pretty decent. I mean, this variant might turn out to be very well. But that's all the variants in 2K17. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this video and want to see more. Dislike if you did not. And I'll see you guys with more 2K17 content later. Goodbye and peace.